Greetings. My name is Walter Wilson. I'm a lawyer specializing in the area of federal income tax affecting individuals and their businesses. We're going to talk about several ways that you can legally minimize federal income tax. Most people have zero communication with their advisors, and the first step is to have a healthy dialogue with your CPA, with your lawyer, and with your financial advisor. What I'm talking about is a collaborative effort because the CPA is going to sign the return, the lawyer is going to help draft the instruments, and the financial advisor is going to be like the architect. So today I'm saying that we want to bring back into your world the collaborative effort in federal income tax planning. This will also affect state income tax. So we're going to talk about three ways that we like to look at reducing federal income tax today. And you can take these ideas and you can apply them to your situation. In my world, you work backwards. You don't say, okay, I want to reduce federal income tax. You start with answering some questions. And here's the first question. How long are you going to do what you are doing today? Most times I hear 10 years. Fine. So you're not looking at a one-year plan. You're looking at a 10-year plan to achieve a goal. Second, what do you need to live on? In other words, what do you spend to support your lifestyle? You don't have to go on a diet. This is not a lifestyle diet. It's just what do you need? So there are two questions, how long and how much. Now you build backwards. If you want to reduce federal income tax, the IRS is not our enemy. The IRS is our friend. The IRS has promulgated laws with Congress's approval, and all you need is a guide to navigate the waters. Our firm reviews over 2,000 tax returns a year, over 2,000. From over 100 different CPA firms across the United States. And basically these returns look about the same. So what we're going to talk about today is you only have to pay tax on what you consume, not what you earn. Now what do I mean by that? Well, I asked you a question, how much do you need to live on? So you're going to do the math with me. Multiply what you need to live on for a typical month, multiply that times 12. Divide that by 0.6. And that's what you kind of need to pay yourself to pay your federal income taxes. Because you people who are watching this video pay taxes for the most part all year long. You pay taxes to file or extend your 1040. You pay taxes through quarterly estimated tax payments. You might pay penalties and interest. Those could all go away. And what I'm suggesting is that we pay a salary and pay tax on the salary. Quarterly estimated tax payments are eliminated. Payments to file or extend your 1040 are eliminated, penalties and interest are eliminated, and you pay all your income taxes through withholdings by January 15th of the following year. So you do the numbers. Take what you need to live on, multiply it times 12, divide that by 0.6, and now you go look at page 2 of your federal income tax return and see if our number is less than your number. And I'm going to say our number is at least 50% less than your number. Now, remember the first question, how long? Don't do this one time. We're looking at a 10-year plan if your answer was 10 years. So multiply our number by 10 years. And that's what we're aiming at, to provide federal and state income tax savings and then adding it to your balance sheet. The second thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you that if you look internally, don't look at your world externally, look internally and identify profit centers that are available to you today. They are invisible in plain sight. No one has ever pointed them out to you, but you can do that today. If you're paying for life insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance, if you have healthcare expenses that you didn't deduct on Schedule A because they didn't exceed 7.5% of your adjusted gross income, that is over with. I want you to consider adding another component right next to your existing entity. Your existing entity is probably a corporation, and it's probably taxed as an S-Corp. What I want you to do is now consider adding a second element called a management services organization, structured to be taxed so that it takes advantage of the 21% tax rate under the new tax code. And let's pay for these goods and services through there. If you do that, we will save approximately 42% to as much as 80% a year on exactly the same goods and services you're paying for. So if we can save you 42 to 80% a year merely by paying for certain things with tax advantage dollars, which we can, multiply those savings by 10 years, and we've got our second reduction or identification of a profit center. Perhaps one of the biggest things that we need to look at is at least 30% of the people watching this video have debt. Now, I'm not talking about debt on your personal residence, but you have debt. You may have debt in your business. You may have debt in your practice. You may have debt on real estate investments like a building. This is business-related debt. We can move that business-related debt away from you because principal is non-deductible, and we can pay it through this second entity, this management services organization, with no adverse tax consequence to you, and you can save 42% on what you have to earn to pay the IRS and pay the non-deductible principal amortization over the remaining term of the debt. I'm just giving you 3 ways. Look at these 3 ways of using profit centers that exist in your business. Imagine that your business is a gold mine, and in this mine you have nuggets. I'm going to show you how to harvest those nuggets and convert them into cash. And by doing this, these nuggets renew every year. That's why I asked you how long and how much. So let's talk. I think that you would find a discussion with me and our firm very interesting. One of our subsequent sessions, we're going to talk about other things that can reduce federal income tax, but I wanted you to have the first 3.